Over 60. 7 full-body exercises you must do to stay strong and healthy at home. Picture this. You wake up in the morning and instead of that familiar stiffness that seems to have become your unwelcome companion, you feel energized and ready to tackle the day. Your knees don't creak when you stand up from your favorite chair. Your back doesn't ache when you bend down to pick up something you dropped. And you don't feel out of breath climbing those stairs that used to be so easy just a few years ago. Does this sound like a distant memory or an impossible dream? I understand exactly how you feel. Because I've worked with thousands of people over 60 who thought their best days were behind them, who believed that weakness, pain, and dependence were just inevitable parts of aging. They felt frustrated watching their bodies betray them, embarrassed when they needed help with tasks they used to handle effortlessly, and scared about what the future held for their independence and dignity. Maybe you've tried expensive gym memberships only to feel intimidated and out of place. Or perhaps you've invested in complicated exercise equipment that now collects dust in your garage because it was too difficult or painful to use. The truth is, you don't need any of that to reclaim your strength, mobility, and confidence. What you need are the right exercises, done the right way, in the comfort and privacy of your own home. And today I'm going to share with you 7 powerful full-body movements that will transform how you feel and move in just 15 minutes a day. These aren't just random exercises I pulled from a fitness magazine. These are scientifically proven movements that specifically address the muscle groups and movement patterns that become compromised as we age, helping you rebuild the functional strength you need for everyday activities while improving your balance, coordination, and overall health. Imagine being able to play with your grandchildren without worrying about getting hurt, carrying your own groceries without strain, or simply feeling confident and capable in your own body again. Before we dive into these life-changing exercises, I need you to do something that will help not just you but countless others who are struggling with the same challenges. Please take a moment to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell because I share new content every week designed specifically to help people over 60 live their strongest, healthiest lives. And make sure to check out the first link in the description below, where you'll discover a revolutionary product that can accelerate your results and help you overcome these health challenges twice as fast as traditional methods alone. Now, if you're ready to take control of your health and start feeling like yourself again, let's explore these 7 essential exercises that will become your foundation for strength and vitality. The first exercise that everyone over 60 absolutely must master is the chair-assisted squat, and this movement is going to be your gateway to rebuilding the functional strength in your legs, glutes, and core that you need for getting up from chairs, climbing stairs, and maintaining your independence. The beauty of this exercise lies in its adaptability. You can start with as much support as you need and gradually progress to more challenging variations as your strength improves. What makes this exercise so powerful is that it directly mimics one of the most important movements you perform dozens of times throughout your day. And research from the American Journal of Physical Medicine shows that people who can perform chair squats without assistance have a significantly lower risk of falls and maintain their independence longer than those who cannot. To perform this movement correctly, position yourself in front of a sturdy chair with your feet shoulder-width apart and your toes pointing slightly outward. Place your hands on the armrest or seat of the chair for support, then slowly lower yourself down as if you're going to sit, but stop just before your bottom touches the chair. Hold this position for 2 to 3 seconds, feeling the muscles in your thighs and glutes working, then slowly return to standing, using the chair for balance and support as needed. The key is to focus on controlled movement rather than speed, making sure you're initiating the movement from your hips rather than just bending your knees forward. As you lower down, imagine you're sitting back into the chair rather than dropping straight down, which will help you engage the correct muscle groups and protect your knees from unnecessary stress. Your weight should be distributed evenly across both feet, and you should feel the majority of the work happening in your quadriceps and glutes rather than straining your back or neck. Start with 8 to 10 repetitions and gradually work up to 15 as your strength improves. And remember that it's perfectly normal to need more support initially. The important thing is that you're moving and challenging your muscles in a safe, controlled way. As you progress, you can reduce the amount of support you use, perhaps transitioning from holding the armrest to just lightly touching the chair for balance, and eventually performing the movement without any support at all. The second essential movement is the wall push-up, which is going to help you maintain and rebuild upper body strength while being incredibly gentle on your joints and completely scalable to your current fitness level. This exercise targets your chest, shoulders, triceps, and core muscles, all of which are crucial for daily activities like pushing open heavy doors, getting up from the floor, or even just maintaining good posture throughout the day. Many people underestimate the importance of upper body strength as they age, but research from the International Journal of Sports Medicine demonstrates that maintaining upper body strength is directly correlated with better quality of life scores and reduced risk of disability in older adults. The wall push-up is particularly brilliant because it allows you to work these important muscle groups without the joint stress and balance challenges that come with traditional floor push-ups. To set up for this exercise, stand arm's length away from a wall with your feet shoulder width apart for stability. Place your palms flat against the wall at shoulder height and shoulder width apart, keeping your fingers spread wide for maximum contact and stability. Your body should form a straight line from your head to your heels, and this alignment is crucial for getting the maximum benefit from the exercise while protecting your lower back. Before you begin the movement, take a moment to engage your core muscles by gently pulling your belly button toward your spine, which will help maintain that straight body position throughout the exercise. Slowly lean forward toward the wall, bending your elbows and keeping them close to your body rather than flaring them out to the sides until your nose nearly touches the wall. This controlled descent should take about 2-3 seconds, allowing your muscles to work both concentrically and eccentrically for maximum strength-building benefits. Then push yourself back to the starting position using your arm and chest muscles, maintaining that straight body line throughout the entire movement. The pushing phase should also be controlled and deliberate, taking another 2-3 seconds to return to the starting position. The closer you stand to the wall, the easier the exercise becomes, so you can adjust your distance based on your current strength level. Some people find it helpful to place a small towel or pillow against the wall at nose level to provide a gentle target for how far to lean forward, which can help ensure consistent depth in each repetition. Aim for 10 to 12 repetitions initially, and as you get stronger, you can either increase the number of repetitions or step further away from the wall to increase the challenge. Now let me pause here for a moment because I know that many of you watching this might be feeling a mix of hope and skepticism right now. Maybe you're thinking these exercises sound too simple to make a real difference, or perhaps you're worried that you're too far gone to see meaningful improvements. I want you to know that I hear you and your feelings are completely valid. The truth is, most people over 60 have been told by well-meaning friends, family members, or even healthcare providers that they just need to accept their limitations and slow down, but that simply isn't true. Your body has an incredible capacity to adapt and strengthen at any age, and I've seen remarkable transformations in people who thought their best days were behind them. Just last month, I received a message from Margaret, a 67-year-old grandmother, who started these exact exercises feeling like she was losing her independence day by day. 3 months later, she told me she was able to play in the garden with her grandchildren for the first time in years, and more importantly, she felt like herself again. Stories like Margaret's aren't exceptional. They're exactly what happens when you give your body the right kind of movement and care it needs to thrive. If you're feeling overwhelmed or uncertain, I want you to do something right now that will help both you and me understand what you're going through. Please scroll down to the comments section and share just one word that describes how your current physical limitations make you feel. Maybe it's frustrated, scared, tired, or hopeful. Just one word that captures your experience. When you share that word, you're not just helping me understand how to better serve you and others like you, you're also taking the first step in acknowledging where you are right now, which is essential for moving forward. Plus, when you comment, you're connecting with a community of people who understand exactly what you're going through, and you'll be amazed at how therapeutic and encouraging it can be to realize you're not alone in this journey. Your comment also helps the algorithm show this video to more people who need these exercises, so you're literally helping others discover the tools they need to improve their lives. The power of community cannot be overstated, especially when you're embarking on a journey that requires consistency and patience, and knowing that others are walking the same path can provide the motivation and encouragement you need on those difficult days when progress feels slow or you're tempted to give up. Now let's continue with these powerful movements that are going to change how you feel and move. The third exercise in our arsenal is the modified plank, and this is going to be your secret weapon for building core strength, improving posture, and reducing lower back pain that so many people over 60 struggle with on a daily basis. A strong core isn't just about having defined abdominal muscles, it's about having the stability and support your spine needs to maintain proper posture, prevent injury, and move efficiently throughout your daily activities. The beauty of the modified plank is that you can perform it at whatever level feels challenging but safe for your current fitness level. To begin, position yourself on your hands and knees on a comfortable surface like a yoga mat or carpet, making sure your hands are directly under your shoulders and your knees are under your hips. From this position, you can either stay on your knees for a knee plank, which is perfect for beginners, or extend your legs back into a full plank position if you have more experience with exercise. The key is maintaining a straight line from your head through your spine to your knees or heels depending on which variation you're performing. Avoid letting your hips sag down toward the floor or pike up toward the ceiling, both of which reduce the effectiveness of the exercise and can put unnecessary strain on your lower back. Hold this position for 15 to 30 seconds initially, breathing normally throughout the hold, and gradually work up to holding for 60 seconds or more as your strength improves. If you find the knee plank too challenging at first, you can make it even easier by performing it against a wall in a standing position, placing your hands on the wall and holding a plank position while standing, then gradually progressing to the floor-based versions as you get stronger. The fourth movement that needs to be part of your routine is the seated leg extension, which specifically targets the quadriceps muscles in the front of your thighs, muscles that are absolutely crucial for walking, climbing stairs, and getting up from seated positions. Weakness in these muscles is one of the primary reasons people over 60 start to lose their independence and confidence in their mobility. This exercise can be performed in any sturdy chair, making it perfect for those days when you don't feel like getting on the floor or when you want to exercise while watching television or listening to music. Sit up tall in your chair with your back straight and your feet flat on the floor, then slowly extend one leg straight out in front of you, lifting your foot until your leg is parallel to the floor if possible. Hold this position for 2 to 3 seconds, really focusing on contracting the muscles in the front of your thigh, then slowly lower your leg back to the starting position with control. The key is to move slowly and deliberately, focusing on the quality of the movement rather than the speed or number of repetitions. Perform 10 to 12 repetitions on one leg before switching to the other leg, and as you get stronger you can add ankle weights or simply hold the extended position for longer periods to increase the challenge. This exercise is particularly beneficial because it mimics the movement pattern your leg muscles need to perform when you're walking upstairs or standing up from a chair, so you're literally training your body to be more functional in real-world situations. Remember to hit that like button if these exercises are already starting to make sense to you and you can see how they might fit into your daily routine. Your engagement helps me know that this content is valuable to you and helps other people discover these important movement patterns. The fifth essential exercise is the heel-to-toe walk, which might seem simple but is absolutely crucial for maintaining and improving your balance, coordination, and confidence while walking. Balance issues are one of the leading causes of falls among people over 60, and falls are one of the most serious threats to independence and quality of life in this age group. The good news is that balance is a skill that can be improved with practice, and this exercise is one of the most effective ways to challenge and strengthen the systems in your body that control balance and stability. To perform this exercise safely, start by positioning yourself near a wall or sturdy piece of furniture that you can use for support if needed. Place one foot directly in front of the other, with the heel of your front foot touching the toes of your back foot, creating a straight line with your feet. Take a slow, controlled step forward, placing your heel directly in front of the toes of your other foot, and continue this pattern for 10 to 20 steps. The key is to maintain your balance while keeping your eyes looking forward rather than down at your feet, which will challenge your balance systems more effectively and translate better to real-world walking situations. If you find this too challenging initially, you can start by simply practicing the heel-to-toe position while holding onto a wall for support, or you can reduce the challenge by not placing your feet directly in line, but rather keeping them slightly apart while still emphasizing the heel-to-toe movement pattern. As your balance improves, you can progress to performing this exercise without holding on to anything, or even try it with your eyes closed for an advanced challenge that will really enhance your proprioception and balance confidence. The sixth movement in our sequence is the modified bird dog, which is fantastic for strengthening your core, improving your posture, and enhancing the coordination between your upper and lower body. This exercise might look complicated at first, but it's actually quite simple once you understand the basic movement pattern, and the benefits for your overall stability and functional strength are tremendous. Start on your hands and knees in the same position you used for the modified plank, with your hands under your shoulders and your knees under your hips. The basic version involves extending your right arm straight out in front of you, while simultaneously extending your left leg straight back behind you, holding this position for 5 to 10 seconds while maintaining your balance and keeping your spine in a neutral position. Then return to the starting position and repeat with the opposite arm and leg. The challenge here isn't just in the strength required to hold the position, but also in the balance and coordination needed to maintain stability while moving opposite limbs. If this full version feels too challenging, you can start by practicing just the arm movements, extending one arm at a time while keeping both knees on the ground, or just the leg movements, extending one leg at a time while keeping both hands planted. Another modification is to perform the exercise while kneeling next to a wall, which can provide additional stability as you learn the movement pattern. The key is to focus on slow, controlled movements and really concentrate on keeping your core engaged throughout the exercise to protect your lower back and maximize the strengthening benefits. The seventh and final exercise in this powerful sequence is the calf raise, which targets the often overlooked but incredibly important muscles in your lower legs that are essential for walking, climbing stairs, and maintaining your balance. Strong calf muscles also promote better circulation in your legs, which becomes increasingly important as we age and circulation can become compromised. This exercise is wonderfully simple but incredibly effective, and you can perform it almost anywhere using just a wall or chair for balance support. Stand with your feet shoulder-width apart, holding onto a wall, chair, or counter for balance support. Slowly rise up onto your toes, lifting your heels as high as you comfortably can while keeping your knees straight and your body upright. Hold this position for 2 to 3 seconds, really focusing on contracting your calf muscles, then slowly lower your heels back to the ground with control. The key is to perform the movement slowly and deliberately, focusing on the full range of motion rather than just bouncing up and down quickly. Start with 15 to 20 repetitions and gradually work up to 25 or 30 as your strength improves. For an added challenge, you can eventually progress to performing single-leg calf raises, which will not only strengthen your calf muscles more intensively, but also challenge your balance and stability in a functional way. This exercise is particularly beneficial because strong calf muscles act like a secondary heart, helping to pump blood back up from your legs to your heart, which can improve your overall circulation and energy levels throughout the day. Now that you have these 7 powerful exercises in your toolkit, let me share with you exactly how to put them together into a routine that will fit seamlessly into your daily life and deliver the maximum benefits for your strength, mobility, and confidence. The beauty of this routine is its flexibility and adaptability to your schedule and energy levels. You can perform all 7 exercises in sequence for a complete 15 to 20-minute workout, or you can break them up throughout your day, perhaps doing a few exercises in the morning and a few in the evening. The most important thing is consistency rather than perfection, and I always tell my clients that doing something is infinitely better than doing nothing. Start with performing this routine 3 times per week, allowing at least 1 day of rest between sessions to give your muscles time to recover and adapt. As you become more comfortable with the movements and start to feel stronger, you can gradually increase the frequency to 4 or 5 times per week if you desire. Listen to your body and don't be afraid to modify the exercises based on how you're feeling on any given day. Some days you might feel energetic and able to challenge yourself with more repetitions or longer holds, while other days you might need to scale back and focus on just maintaining the movement patterns with lighter intensity. The progression principle is crucial for continued improvement and avoiding plateaus in your strength and fitness gains. Every 2 to 3 weeks, look for ways to gradually increase the challenge of your exercises. This might mean adding more repetitions, holding positions for longer periods, reducing the amount of support you use, or progressing to more advanced variations of the movements. For example, you might start with chair-assisted squats and gradually progress to performing them without holding the chair, or you might begin with wall push-ups and eventually progress to performing them on an incline using stairs or a bench. The key is to make small incremental increases rather than dramatic jumps that could lead to injury or discouragement. Remember that progress isn't always linear, and there will be days when you feel stronger and days when you feel like you're taking a step backward, and this is completely normal and expected. Research has consistently shown that resistance training and functional movement exercises like the ones I've shared with you today can have profound effects on the health and quality of life of people over 60. Studies published in the Journal of the American Geriatric Society have demonstrated that older adults who engage in regular strength training can increase their muscle mass by up to 15% and their strength by up to 30% in just 12 weeks. Even more encouraging, research from the American College of Sports Medicine shows that people who start exercising later in life can still experience significant improvements in bone density, balance, cognitive function, and overall mortality risk. These aren't just numbers on a page. These represent real improvements in your ability to live independently, maintain your dignity, and enjoy the activities that matter most to you. One of the most common questions I receive is about dealing with chronic conditions or existing injuries while trying to stay active and strong. The truth is that most chronic conditions actually benefit from appropriate exercise, but it's crucial to approach your routine with wisdom and potentially seek guidance from your healthcare provider, especially if you have conditions like arthritis, diabetes, heart disease, or osteoporosis. The exercises I've shared today are generally safe for most people because they're low impact and easily modifiable, but everyone's situation is unique. If you experience any pain during these exercises, stop immediately and consider consulting with a physical therapist or your doctor to ensure you're moving in ways that support your healing rather than hindering it. Many people are surprised to learn that gentle, consistent movement is often the best medicine for chronic pain conditions, but the key word is appropriate movement that respects your body's current limitations while gradually challenging your capabilities. Nutrition plays a crucial supporting role in your strength-building journey, and while exercise is incredibly powerful on its own, combining it with proper nutrition will accelerate your results and help you feel better overall. As we age, our protein needs actually increase rather than decrease, because our bodies become less efficient at utilizing dietary protein for muscle building and repair. The current research suggests that people over 60 should aim for approximately 1.2 to 1.6 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight daily, which translates to roughly 25 to 30 grams of protein per meal for most people in this age group. This is significantly higher than what many older adults currently consume, and the timing of protein intake can be just as important as the total amount. Aim to include a source of high-quality protein with each meal, whether that's lean meats, fish, eggs, dairy products, beans, or plant-based protein sources. Research from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition shows that consuming protein within 2 hours after your exercise session can enhance muscle protein synthesis and improve your recovery between workouts. Some excellent post-workout protein options include Greek yogurt with berries, a small handful of nuts with an apple, or even a simple protein smoothie made with milk or protein powder. Don't overlook the importance of leucine, an essential amino acid that plays a particularly important role in muscle protein synthesis and is found in high concentrations in foods like eggs, dairy products, poultry, and fish. Adequate hydration becomes increasingly important as well, as dehydration can significantly impact your energy levels, joint comfort, and exercise performance. As we age, our sense of thirst becomes less reliable, so it's important to drink water regularly throughout the day rather than waiting until you feel thirsty. A good general guideline is to aim for half your body weight in ounces of water daily, so if you weigh 140 pounds, you should aim for about 70 ounces of water spread throughout the day. Don't forget about the importance of getting enough calcium and vitamin D for bone health, especially if you're working to improve your strength and balance to prevent falls and fractures. Many people over 60 are deficient in vitamin D, which can impact both bone health and muscle function, so consider having your vitamin D levels checked by your healthcare provider and supplementing if necessary. Sleep and recovery are often overlooked components of a successful fitness routine, but they're absolutely crucial for allowing your body to adapt to the new demands you're placing on it through exercise. As we age, quality sleep can become more challenging, but it's during sleep that your muscles repair and strengthen themselves from your exercise sessions. Aim for 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep per night, and don't underestimate the power of short daytime naps if you're feeling fatigued. Create a relaxing bedtime routine, keep your bedroom cool and dark, and try to avoid screens for at least an hour before bedtime to promote better sleep quality. The mental and emotional benefits of regular exercise are just as important as the physical benefits, especially for people over 60 who may be dealing with concerns about aging, health issues, or changes in their social circumstances. Exercise has been shown to be as effective as medication for treating mild to moderate depression, and it can significantly reduce anxiety and improve overall mood and cognitive function. The sense of accomplishment and empowerment that comes from completing your exercise routine and gradually seeing improvements in your strength and capabilities can have a profound impact on your self-confidence and overall outlook on life. Many of my clients tell me that starting a regular exercise routine was the catalyst for other positive changes in their lives. From eating better to socializing more to pursuing hobbies they had given up on. Creating an environment that supports your success is crucial for maintaining consistency with your new exercise routine. And the research on habit formation tells us that environmental design can be just as important as motivation in determining whether you'll stick with your new healthy behaviors. Set up a designated space in your home where you can perform these exercises comfortably and safely, even if it's just a small area in your living room or bedroom. This space doesn't need to be large or elaborate, but it should be easily accessible and free from distractions and obstacles. Consider laying out a yoga mat or towel in this space to define your exercise area and provide a comfortable surface for floor-based movements. Having a small basket or container nearby with any props you might need, such as a towel for the wall push-up target or a water bottle to stay hydrated, can eliminate small barriers that might otherwise derail your exercise session. The psychology of habit formation tells us that reducing friction and making desired behaviors as easy as possible dramatically increases the likelihood that you'll follow through consistently. Having your space ready and your routine planned eliminates barriers and excuses that might prevent you from following through on your commitment to yourself. Some people find it helpful to lay out comfortable workout clothes the night before or to set out a water bottle and towel as visual reminders of their intention to exercise. Consider exercising at the same time each day to help establish it as a habit, taking advantage of what researchers call temporal anchoring, where you link your new behavior to an existing routine or time of day. Many people find that morning exercise sessions are easier to maintain consistently because there are fewer competing demands on their time and energy early in the day, but the best time for you is whatever time you can commit to most consistently. Don't be afraid to enlist the support of family members or friends who can encourage you and perhaps even join you in your routine. Social support is one of the strongest predictors of long-term exercise adherence, and having someone to be accountable to can provide the extra motivation you need on days when you don't feel like exercising. Some people find it helpful to track their progress in a simple notebook or journal, recording which exercises they did, how many repetitions they completed, and how they felt during and after their workout. This tracking serves multiple purposes. It helps you see your progress over time, it provides valuable feedback about what's working and what might need adjustment, and it creates a sense of accomplishment and momentum that can fuel your continued efforts. As you embark on this journey toward greater strength, mobility, and confidence, please be patient and compassionate with yourself. Your body has carried you through decades of life, and it deserves your respect and care as you work to help it function at its best. Some days will feel easier than others, and that's perfectly normal and expected. The important thing is to keep moving forward, even if progress feels slow sometimes. Remember that every repetition, every exercise session, and every day that you choose to prioritize your health is an investment in your future self and your ability to maintain your independence and quality of life. I want to take a moment to acknowledge something that many of you might be feeling right now. This journey of reclaiming your strength and vitality after 60 can feel overwhelming, especially if you've been inactive for a while or if you're dealing with multiple health concerns. It's natural to feel uncertain about whether you can really make meaningful changes at this stage of your life, and I want you to know that those feelings are completely valid and understandable. The truth is, every single person I've worked with over the years has had moments of doubt, frustration, and even discouragement along the way, but those who stick with it consistently see results that surprise even themselves. This channel exists to be your constant source of support, encouragement, and practical guidance on this journey. When you subscribe, you're not just getting access to exercise videos, you're joining a community of people who understand the unique challenges and opportunities that come with aging, and who are committed to living their healthiest, strongest lives regardless of their age. Every week I share new content specifically designed to help people over 60 overcome the obstacles that conventional fitness programs ignore, providing you with modifications, progressions, and alternatives that meet you exactly where you are right now. If you found value in today's 7 exercises and you're ready to take the next step in transforming your health and vitality, please hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss new content that could make a difference in your life. Give this video a thumbs up to let me know these exercises resonated with you and to help other people discover these life-changing movements. And please don't forget to check out the first link in the description below, where you'll find information about a revolutionary product that can help you accelerate your results and overcome these health challenges twice as fast as traditional methods alone. Your journey to greater strength, mobility, and confidence doesn't have to be a solo endeavor, and it doesn't have to take longer than necessary. We're in this together, taking it one day at a time, one exercise at a time, always respecting your body's signals while gently challenging yourself to become stronger and more capable. Remember, taking care of your body isn't vanity. It's the most practical and loving thing you can do to ensure that you can continue to be there for the people you care about and continue to enjoy the activities that bring meaning and joy to your life.